I would like to know, how is Jesus a Muslim? Was Jesus better during the Muhammad time?
No. We even see.
Besides a Muslim.
No, we even see, just to let you know what a Muslim is someone who submits to God Almighty. We even say that mountains are Muslims. Have you heard of that? We say mountains are Muslims.
Mountains are Muslim.
Yes. The sun.
Is it a claim or is it a fact?
Yes, of course. There's no, when you say facts, that we need to discuss it, because this is just a faith point of view from the Quran, and also from the whatever you also see from your Bible is just a faith point of view. But the point is, we have an explanation for it. A Muslim is someone who obeys God, who obeys the laws of God, right? So a mountain is a Muslim in the sense that whatever God has ordained for the mountain is what the mountain is going to do. They don't have choice to do contrary. Whatever God has ordained for the sun, the laws that God has ordained for it. In the morning you rise, in the night you set, you rise from the east, you set from the what is it called? All of these things, all of these are the laws of nature. So because of that, we say it is a Muslim. So if you get that word, if you understand from this my perspective, then you understand how Jesus Christ is a Muslim without necessarily coming after Prophet Muhammad. It just means someone who follows God Almighty, the dictates of God Almighty. I would say the same way Abraham was a Muslim. It's not just only Jesus Christ we say he's a Muslim. Abraham was a Muslim. Noah was a Muslim because they submitted themselves to God Almighty. This is what we simply mean.
Okay, thank you very much. It means that there is no fact that we can actually read and say, okay, these people call themselves a Muslim. Using the word Muslim. There's no fact on Muslims, that. Bro. So that means there's no facts, right?
No, how can you say there's no facts on that? What do you mean? What do you mean by facts? What do you mean by facts?
Okay, the fact is that they themselves address themselves as a Muslim.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, they cannot, bro. Because
so that means it's not a fact. Then. No, it's just trying to Colombian people. It's just trying to Colombian people to your religion. Is that what it is?
Wow. Your first negative word. You don't need to say that, bro.
No, I said Colombian. Colombian means like you're trying to affiliate yourself, attach yourself to things that are not true. That's what I'm saying. Okay, please go ahead.
Bro, we know what you mean, bro. You can still say the words without using... You have to apologize, bro. You can still say the words without using such negative words, bro.
No, Colombian is just an affiliation. Affiliating yourself with something that is not true. That's what Colombian means.
Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. The point is, I was trying to say something. The point is your question that is wrong. Your question
is my question wrong?
Where is the evidence that they use the word Muslim? So basically, this is what you are asking me. You are asking me, give me the evidence that a Hebrew prophet or a prophet who was speaking Aramaic used a certain Arabic word. And you said, no. That's why I was explaining to you from the very beginning that mountains are Muslims. The mountains speak. Has a mountain ever claimed to be a Muslim? Do they speak?
Thank you. If I say mountains are Christian, what will be your next question?
Of course, no. Let's go with the Muslim. Just go with what I'm saying. If you say
no, Christian,
I'll ask how are they Christians? How are they Christians?
Thank you.
I've already answered you how they are Muslims, bro.
Okay, I'll tell you they are Christians because they submit to God. Just the same way Christians submit to God. Am I correct?
No problem. Now we can go further than that. No, it's not secularism, brother.
Okay, let's debate it then.
I'm not debating with you God logic. There are two ways you can give evidence. Here you are doing an internal critique. You are simply asking me from Islam. Right? What would we believe? You're not asking me, okay, give me an external evidence that corroborates what Islam is saying, that Jesus Christ is a Muslim. This is not what you're asking. You're simply asking me from our own point of view. Why should I give you something that is not my own point of view? Our own point of view. So our own point of view is that a mountain is a Muslim. Mountains don't speak, right? And I explained it. The reason why they are Muslims is because they follow the laws of God. So anyone who follows the laws of God diligently is a Muslim. So it does not mean that you need to use that word Muslim, because that word Muslim is an Arabic term. The word Muslim, Islam, they are all Arabic terms. So rather what you should ask is that, can we have any evidence that Jesus Christ said he submits to God Almighty? I would say, oh yes, we have evidence that Jesus Christ submitted to God. Because that is the English equivalent.
Okay, hold on. Now you said mountains submit to God. That's why you said mountains are Muslim. Right? Can you give me evidence where mountains submit to God?
I already told you, bro. The evidence is there. The evidence is there right now for the fact that mountains are there. The mountains are there stationary. They are not moving.
It means they are submit to God.
No, bro, you are not getting the point. The sun. How are you a Christian, bro? Are you a Christian?
Yeah, I'm a Christian. Yeah, man.
Do you believe that it is God Almighty who has placed the mountains on earth?
It is God who has placed, of course.
Who has placed the mountains? Okay, now can the mountain decide to do anything contrary to the command of God Almighty?
No.
This is exactly how they submit to God. The trees were created, and they were created with laws that in a particular season you bear fruit. Now trees don't bear fruit out of season, and they keep on doing these things all year long. So by doing this thing, we say they are Muslims. This is how they are Muslims, because they are following exactly what they are, what is inherent in them, what they have been commanded, what is inherent in their nature. This is why we say they are Muslims. They are following exactly the dictate. In other words, if you see a tree bearing fruit in a season, it is not an abnormality. It is exactly what has been programmed of it. So that is how it's a Muslim. It is following exactly the commandment of God. So when we come to human beings now, a human being who can follow exactly the commandment of God diligently is also a Muslim. How is this simple? How is this difficult to understand? Now you can now ask me, I believe what you want to go in is, what is the external evidence that Jesus Christ is a Muslim?
I'm not.
What you are driving at.
I want to. Is the concept of the Muslim is what I want to drive at. Since you are tagging everything around to be a Muslim, the mountain is a Muslim.
It's not me. It's all in our sources, bro. It's all in our sources. That's
okay.
Even the body trees, everything. They all submit to God Almighty.
Okay, that means when you submit. If I submit to my father now, I'm a Muslim, right?
Submit to your father in what sense, bro?
In the command he gives to me, I can use the word Muslim.
The word Muslim means to submit to God. It's not just to submit to anyone. If you submit to anyone, if you submit to other than God, it's a shirk. It is the opposite of being a Muslim, because you are associating partners with God Almighty.
Thank you. I thought naturally the word Muslim or Islam means a single word, to submit. Then to is not in that God. God is not a Muslim, but you just affiliated submit to God.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes, technically. That's what it means. Muslim means so the word submit to God.
Submit. Technically, but that's not the real meaning, right?
That's the religious meaning. The one who submits.
Okay, religious. Okay, that's what I said. Everything you are saying is affiliated, is attached. You are adding things that are not there originally, just to form a concept. Am I correct?
Bro? They are words. I think what you mean is the conventional usage of a word and the religious usage of a word. The conventional usage of a word might mean a Muslim simply means one who submits. But in the religious term, it means no, not just submit to anything. Because in Islam, if you submit to bad, you are not a Muslim. You are a mushrik. So in the religious term, it means submission to God. Not just submit. Not just submit to anything, but submission to God Almighty.
Okay, thank you very much. So now we've been able to derive that the concept is just a concept, not a fact. Okay, now let's go for that.
No, I will not agree with you, bro. For us, it's a fact.
Okay, so for you, accepted.
Again, in Islam, it's a fact. Bro,
okay,
you're not asking the right questions. I feel you're not asking the right. That's why you keep on saying it's not a fact. The right
all question I'm asking, I'm expecting to defend
all of these things. No, why do you defend it? But you're asking me Jesus in Islam. Why is Jesus a Muslim? Because he followed the dictate of God. Why should I add any other thing to it again? It's only when you now ask more questions, like, okay, what is the external evidence besides the Quran? How can you prove that Jesus is a Muslim? But so far, it is a fact from my religion that Jesus Christ is a Muslim.
Okay, fine.
That's the topic. The topic is what? Jesus in Islam. It is a fact that in my religion, Jesus Christ is a Muslim.
Thank you. Now, I know your sources claim that Jesus is a Muslim.
Yes.
Not directly. There's no way Jesus Christ said I'm a Muslim in the Quran. No. It's not direct. It's just an inferred statement. Is that the way Jesus Christ claimed to be a Muslim?
Inferred is also a valid way of reasoning in logic.
Okay, thank you.
So no problem. You don't infer. The Quran says, for example, about Jesus, the Quran says, "Qala inni Abdullah." Verily, I am the servant of God. Atani al-kitab wa ja'ala an-nabiyya. He has given me the book and made me a prophet. And in elsewhere again, Quran chapter 3 verse 54, the Quran says, when Jesus Christ reasoned or sensed that there was disbelief in the minds of the people, with the people, he called his disciples, and disciples came, and eventually the Quran says the disciples declared that we are Muslimun.
Okay, very good. That means even the jinn, they are Muslim too, right?
Yes, among the jinns, no, the jinns are not all Muslims, because in this, just like humans are not all Muslims. All mountains can be Muslims. All angels can be Muslims. All these stars and planets can be Muslims. But all human beings cannot be Muslim. Why? Because human beings have a choice. Human beings have a free will. So some human beings can choose to be Muslims. Some human beings can choose to be fasik, can choose to be disobedient. Zolim. Okay. The same thing with the jinns. Again, the jinn, they are also of two types. They are those who are Muslimun, and they are those who are Qasitun, according to the Quran.
Okay, now thank you very much. Now